Well, here we are back in Mittenrahm. Still at the island. See a little bit more on that in a moment. According to the video I just looked at, my previous work had gotten this far. Somewhere around about here, I'm not sure exactly now. As you can see, I've done a lot of dressing up. I feel pretty good about it. I did intend doing this further along. I may still do that. I'm not too sure about what I want at the moment. I think that maybe some cobblestone should be introduced here, and then the magma. But I have finished the entire corruption, as I call it. I mean, it's not really corruption, it's just where seed changes have occurred. Done little bits of decorative work like this all over the place. The only piece I forgot about was actually this one. This should end better. I may still do it, I don't know, because you know it shouldn't have ended like this. It should be building up and slowly working down or something. But not too sure what I'll do about that. This may look very strange, but which it does, I admit that, but there is a reason for it, which you will see in a moment. So this is the corruption. The map change actually went along here, this way, and then the chunk goes this way, and then that way. The reason for this shield wall will also become clear in a moment. For now we'll go down here. So I'm not happy about how this transitions, and it does actually still need work. But it brings you down to here. I'm not sure if I actually showed this in the previous video. So there are many places where there are holes in the walls where the map seed changes occurred. I decided to do something with this one in particular because it was actually fairly closed in. Not super happy, but it's not too bad. This wall was actually where the map seed change had occurred, and it exposed a gap into an opposing set of tunnels that were part of the 1.7 generation. This one actually comes up into this little space which was decorated with 2 overlapping geodes. I think it's fancy. Just a room to pass through, really. And then this was actually some gravel that I dug out, and it turned out to be beside one of the mine shafts that are down here. Eventually knocked it out into this part of the cave. I'm not finished, I'm not entirely sure what to do with it, how far I want to take the decorative work down here. I did only just finish a month ago doing some pretty extensive underground modifications. I'm not keen to get embroiled in another round of them. So this actually, I'm actually going through this backwards. This is the way that you're supposed to come in. Okay, let's see. Oh, there we go. It's up here. I feel like I could do with just a little more texturing. The pockets are nice, but it's just something missing in the basic stone areas. I don't know whether maybe just putting in an andesite pocket, and a small one. Just help break it up a little bit. Yeah, that might work. So as I say, this is actually the way you're supposed to come down. I think that was gravel. Maybe dirt. I may have just knocked it out, I'm not sure. This was an actual pocket, as was this, just slicing in and over spaces. This was not an actual opening. I specifically, like, there was only one layer of dirt above me, so I got out easily enough, but I decided I wanted to modify it because there was, it actually opened here, I think. One sec. There we go. Yeah, I think this is where I came out, and I was like, well, it was right next to one of the old dark oak trees that were originally on this island, and I just decided, well, you know, I just build, shift over the exit slightly so that it was underneath it, and you can just come in and out underneath one of the trees. I feel like I've improved the mushrooms a little bit. I gave them an overhang that I did first off and then decided I didn't like, and I've decided that I'm actually going to bring it back. I feel like it's come out fairly well. It's not all of them have been done, and this isn't one of the earliest ones. It's still got the oak planks, obviously, instead of the mushroom stem. I actually forgot, I overlooked it. I flew past intentionally, I meant to come back. But, got this skeleton, some sort of sea serpent. Snaking its way around my spires. So, from there, oh, I did actually finish this up as well. I'm fairly happy with it. I keep thinking maybe I want to square it off a little bit more, make it look a little bit more like a Minecraft mob. I've tried to do that before for actual creatures, or from my statues, and I assume that all of the creatures should look like Minecraft mobs, but you know. So yeah, I mentioned things making more sense from later. So yeah, I spotted this quite late. I'd finished padding out this section, and I was like, there's like half of a skull here. And I was looking at it actually upside down, and I was seeing the skull from both sides. But I decided it worked better from this way around. I put the magma in to make one eye. This is the temple that we saw briefly. This was built afterwards to bring out the, I think it's the ocular bone. Occipital bone? Something like that. I then put in what were just eventually little pillars to be the teeth, and another ridge to form part of the jaw. It's very creepy looking, I know. And still not happy with this bit. Basically, particularly in terms of blending in with the image overall, it's not in the right place. It doesn't look very good. It's working better now that I've sunk it, so that it's not poking above the water anymore. But it still needs work. So I've done a little bit of tweaking, tried to open up caves. This one's not actually finished inside. It's supposed to be the dead, whatever this is, blanket weed, I think, something along those lines. It doesn't look too bad. I've actually considered redecorating this as well. It was built when there were no, I think I may have mentioned this on the last stream, the last review. There was no waterlogging at the time, so using stairs and half slabs was not possible. There's also this. It's a bit funky looking on purpose, obviously. I used the amethyst, which I think works, but it is obviously unusual. In hindsight, some of the looking I've done at images since building this and partway through building it, I think the tentacles should have been paler, using maybe the blue, while the inner part should have been purple still. I also discovered shortly after I'd built this particular piece that this is not one bundle of body. It's actually separate arms, usually 4 of them, that grow out from around the mouth, which would be like in here somewhere. I decided it wasn't worth the effort of spreading them out to make them separate, so I've left it like it is. You can possibly do with being slightly chunkier anyway, but I don't think I'll be doing anything else with it. Not super happy. Purple's not the best colour to have done this with very limited options. A lot of the coloration you're seeing is purely coming from the light sources, shifting things about. But from here, after some tweaking on the island and bits and pieces over there, I basically carried on with the reef in the other direction. This was as far as it went. I've added on all of this and this. This has been most of what's been done this week. And then coming along, and this is obviously as far as I've gotten. Today I will be developing these sections of the seed jump. I'm thinking still that it is going to end here in this island. I will build this out properly. Presumably all of it, including this. I don't know what I will be doing with this section. The only other thing I need to take into account is the fact that the reef won't then be going all the way around. I'm not actually sure where it stops. No, game's having trouble. That's it. That's the situation I'm in. And I'll say adieu for another couple of weeks. Could even be well on the way to finishing. At least the reef should be finished. I have other things I want to do here involving the water area, so I'll still be working here for another month maybe. But yeah, thanks for the adieu again.